Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 20th to the 26th of July 2020. We have a very powerful week this week, as is always the case, because the Sun is moving from Cancer to Leo in the middle of the week. So Cancer is the moon, Leo is the sun, Cancer's silver, Leo's gold. We have the two main luminaries, Cancer ruled by the moon, Leo ruled by the sun. And when we cross over on the 22nd, then the 22nd of the 7th, 22nd of July is a very powerful date. So that comes in right in the middle of the week. But before that, we are currently in the Darkmoon Cancer. So having gone through a very deep emotional and cleansing time with the summer solstice, the conjunction of retrograde Jupiter and Pluto, and the last eclipse, now we're ready to really rinse that off from our energy bodies. So the dark moon comes just before the new moon, but just like taking the rubbish out, really, we need to make space and let go. So be still, reflect, cleanse, release any last dregs of our old way of thinking. Because in the mix was Mercury retrograde in Cancer, which was bringing up old feelings to do with old thoughts and old beliefs for cleansing, so that we can feel lighter and brighter. And this is happening on an epic scale. This isn't just another round, another year. So really letting go of old falsity, density, narratives, storylines, so we can transition to a purer way of being, experiencing and creating our lives. So on Monday we have the new moon 28 degrees Cancer, if you're following along, at 18:33 UK time. Now, a quick note on this: it's not possible to have two new moons in a month, so if you hear any of this new moon, blue moon nonsense that goes around, a month is actually a month. So the month starts on the new moon, grows to full moon, and declines to dark moon, and then starts again on a new moon. So don't worry about this being the second new moon in Cancer or anything like that. That's completely normal, because we're working with the Roman calendar and not the natural calendar of sun and moon, so sometimes they just don't line up. So we had a new moon in Cancer at the early degrees last month, and now we've got a new moon at the late degrees, so these two bookend each other. And that's appropriate, because I really do feel that we're encapsulating this heightened moment in 2020. And like I say, going back to the summer solstice, going back to Mercury retrograde bubble, going back to the grand conjunction retrograde and the last eclipse, we're really wrapping things up here. On this new moon we have the Sun opposite Saturn. And Saturn is our backbone and strength and dignity. We're really being taught how to be individual, think for ourselves, reach our core centre, to be strong and flexible, non-reliant on external. And the Sun in Cancer is very nourishing. So we've got a sense of softness and hardness. We can take the light of the Sun in and nurture and nourish ourselves into strength, because that self-nurture is our strength. And there's a divine alchemy that's going on with this new moon. And as we're letting go of a lot of things, life's getting simpler, more centred, more authentic. So I found a quote: "Perfection is reached not when there is no longer anything to add, but when there is no longer anything to take away." And I really like that, because I find that people are searching outside of themselves, or thinking, oh, if I work hard enough and try hard enough and do enough practice, then I will reach some state of enlightenment or end goal. But it's actually that you are perfect, simple, bright spark inside, and we're letting go. We're letting go of anything that was never ours or has served us and needs to dissolve away. So when there's nothing left to take away, you're left in that pure centred light, and I feel the Sun and Saturn are going to very much help with that process. By Tuesday, I feel that there's an idea, a thought or an inspiration that can suddenly lift us from one state to another, a realisation. When we open our eyes and see with real eyes, then we can realise. And Tuesday is very much one of those days, so be ready to receive on Tuesday, as I feel that there may be a aha moment that can actually lift us out of a certain state of thinking and being, because we've put all this energy in with Mercury retrograde in Cancer and all the energy over the summer, I think that we actually get a boost on Tuesday if we're looking for it. So the sun goes into Leo on Wednesday. Very powerful day, very potent day, so just hold that balance really. It's another major tipping point of 2020, and there's hidden treasure in this one, in a state of vibrational potency. So just focus on Wednesday and hold that high vibration as the sun crosses over that sacred point. As we head towards the weekend, we're coming out of the Mercury retrograde shadow. So Mercury is direct, but there's 3 phases to any retrograde. There's the forward motion, the backward motion, and the forward motion again. So as we come to the weekend, we're going forwards, but we'll reach the point at which everything turned retrograde and we'll pass it. So in this third phase, awareness, we're able to reap the benefits of what we've learnt if we tune in and ask, what did we learn? So Mercury, processing mind, Cancer, cellular, emotional, memory. Then we've had a chance to really have a look at where those are working for or against us, to realise that thoughts are waveforms and we have a choice what we tune into and what we delete. We've had a chance to observe our narrative, our human story, and reconnect with our bigger, more magnificent essence. So as we come out of the Mercury retrograde shadow, just have a quick look. Did we learn to calm the chattering mind? Did we learn to listen? Have we managed to clear our energy field of the dross and density of mental, emotional baggage and conditioning? And given all the golden energy that's around this week, can we now feel strong, light and free as a result of that? So as you can see, a super potent week. There's not much to be done. It's reflective, it's releasing, and it's tuning into our core essence. Because as we go from here, this is where we need to be living from. So very powerful, very gentle, soulful week. And if you'd like to see where this is happening for you, I am available online. So you can email me zoehines7@gmail.com. My website's currently down as I'm changing hosts, but I do post daily on Facebook at AstroZo, Instagram at zoehines7, and these videos and more are on my YouTube channel, Zoe Astro. So those are the horoscopes this week, and I'll see you next week.